Hello, my dear student. Assalamu alaikum. Hope you are well. I am also fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcoming you to our today's online class. Here I am, Aminur Rahman, senior teacher, Milestone School and College, Uttara Dhaka. My dear, today I will conduct a Bangladesh and Global Studies class on class 8, chapter 5, it's lecture 8. But before starting our today's main topics, I like to ask you some question from the previous class. Previous class, that means lecture 7, that already you have learned. Okay, in lecture 7 you have learned about the role of information and communication technology and the media in individual socialization, isn't it? Yes. So I would like to ask you some question from that lesson, my dear student. Did you learn the lesson properly? Yes, thank you. So who can tell what is called mass media? Yes, you can. Okay, mass media means, mass means the people, mass people, common people. Then media means the way, medium. That means the way people, mass people may get any news, and they may share their views, then news views and everything they will share, that is called mass media. Okay, now can you give me some example of mass media? Yes, newspaper, television, radio, etc. The example of mass media. Thank you. My dear student, here point to be noted, if you write down the definition like this way, through the media we may learn, or we may communicate, or people may get the news, views, and share themselves, share their opinion, share their entertainment, etc. That is called mass media. And if somebody of you may write down newspaper, television, radio, it is called mass media. That is also right. Okay, thank you for your correct answer. Now next question. Can you tell me which mass media increase our passions? Who can tell? Okay, you. Okay, tell. Yes, thank you. It is a newspaper. Thank you. Now, can you tell which mass media can increase our consciousness? Who can tell? Who can tell, please? Okay, yes, it's radio. Thank you. Then next question. Which mass media is another strongest and popular mass media all over the world at present? Who can tell? Yes, it's a television. It's television. Okay, next question. Can you tell which mass media may create the negative influence on society if you use it in negative way? Yes, who can tell? You. Okay, thank you. It is cinema. Now it's easy question. What is called email? Who can tell? Yes, thank you. It is electronic mail. Learn everything from the previous chapter. It's pleasure to hear, pleasure to know from you, your side. Really, thanks to all of you. Okay, the next question. What is called e-commerce? Yes, e-commerce means electronic commerce. My dear student, the last question from previous class. I hope everybody of you know this though. I am asking you, what is called Facebook. Yes, thank you. Facebook is a social media. It also it's mass media. It's very popular nowadays. My dear student, thanks to all of you. Because of your good performance, my dear, you learned the lesson properly. Really, thanks to you. Okay, today we will learn lesson 5. What is it? Do you know what is it? What we are going to learn? Okay, I'm helping you, giving you some clue. You will tell me which lesson are going to be learned today. My dear student, because of the massive development of information and communication technology, because of the development of invention of different kinds of scientific invention, and because of the development, our whole world became closer. The relationship became closer, my dear, and whole world become a village. So what is we going to learn? Yes, thank you. It's global village. So yes, another things we will learn also. I'm giving you the clue again. Another topics of the day. Very important, interesting thing we are going to learn. From childhood to death, what we learn from the environment, from others. That means the learning process continued up to death. From childhood to death. The learning lesson, that is what is it called, or what we are going to learn? Can you tell? Yes, it's a socialization. Okay, my dear student, our today's topic is globalization and socialization process. Okay, what is globalization? What is globalization? Because of the massive development of the communication system, development of information and communication technology, development of different media, reduced the distance among the countries. That means different society and culture influence our life, and this is globalization. My dear student, as a result of globalization, what is happening? I'm here, I'm in a school, and why are you now? In your house, but we are conducting the class. This is the result of globalization. As a result of globalization, the whole world became a global village. People have become the world citizen. We are now the world citizen. People travel from country to country because of for the higher education, for business, for trade and commerce, for traveling, for collecting information, for medical treatment, and different reason. People people traveling one place to another place, and also people may know what are happening at surrounding the world within a second by one click. This is the result of globalization. For this reason, many reasons people traveling all over the world, and they collect different types of information. And that's why when the people are in new place, suppose that you went Europe, or you go to the Australia or America for your higher education, then what you have to do? Some of your parents are living in abroad for many years, but they were Bengali, they were our citizen, but they had to what they had to do? They had to adjust with the new environment. They had to adapt with the new society, new environment, new culture, along with their own culture. That means for many reasons when people migrate themselves or people went a new place for for business, for commerce, for higher education, or anyway, they had to adjust with the new culture, new environment with their own along ones. That is why the globalization and socialization go side by side. Is it clear to all of you? Okay, thank you. Now we will learn about socialization. I told you socialization is a lifelong ongoing process. You learn it from the previous classes, isn't it? Yes. Socialization, what is socialization? Socialization is a lifelong ongoing process. It started from childhood. It's ended when? At the time of death. On that issue, not socialization, and as related, that's why I'm telling you. Our Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam told that cradle to graves is the time of education. Cradle to graves is the period of education. That means from our birth to learn is the time of our learning, education. We're learning. Whole life we are learning. This is all the part of socialization. Childhood or the birth to death is the time of socialization. And during this time, we learn many things. Now, we are adjusting ourselves to the global society. For the global society, and this is the particularly for global socialization. We exchange our opinion with the society and culture of many countries of the world. My dear student, you learn the English language. If we are learning English language, if we learn this language properly, then language obstacle will be removed. We may communicate surrounding the world. And as you know, English is international language. If you can speak in English, if you can understand the English language, then you can communicate all over the world. All over the world. My dear student, because of the massive development of information and communication technology, mass media, we can now we can gather different experience of the world through the satellite communication setting at home or at you may collect different kind of information what are happening around the world by sitting on your drawing room. And the example I told you before, I'm repeat it again. You are sitting at home, but our learning procedure is ongoing. I am here, I'm in a school, but you are at your home, but our learning procedure is ongoing. This is how it is. This is the result of the globalization, and it's working in our socialization. Is it clear? Come to the point. We are conducting the class, you may see me or we can communicate each other, we can see that everything what is happening around the world because of the result of globalization, and we are learning from there. This is the part of socialization. Is it clear? Okay, everybody is building himself up as the global citizen and thus become able to improve himself. And this is society. So the globalization has become able to stress important and a strong influence on our society and individual social life. This is the way. This is the way the globalization and socialization goes together. My dear student, now I summarize again globalization and socialization, then I will ask you some question. Globalization. Again, what is globalization? Because of the massive development of information and communication technology, the development occurred. The whole world became as like a village. We can communicate one country to another country within a second. That is globalization. That is, whole world became a global village. Okay, and Socialization, I told you again, is a result of globalization. Socialization is a period or time when childhood to the death, the learning procedure of us, the things we are learning, that is socialization. Thanks to all of you to understand the topics. My dear student, please go to page 66. Go to page 66, exercise. Here we will practice some MCQ. Okay. So question number one. Question number one. Which one of the following is the element of local society? Option 1, science lab or club. Option 1, science club. Option 2, national parliament. Option C, union parishad. Option D, city corporation. Can you tell which one of the following is correct? Okay, it's science club. Thank you very much. Question number 2. The process of socialization continues up to option A, from childhood to teenage. B, childhood to youth. Option C, from teenage till youth. Option D, from childhood to death. Now gaze and tell me which one is correct. Which one? Yes, you are correct. Thank you. It's option D. Answer is option D. From childhood to death. Okay. Now read the stem. Now on situation based question we will answer. A stem for you. Mohosin learned his lesson regularly with the help of his parents. Now he is a member of a recitation group. His mother noticed that his behavior is much better now with his family members and friends. So question number 3. Which of the following process he worked for Mohosin's change? Option A, social. B, political. C, financial. D, familial. The answer is yes. Thank you. It's option A, social. Okay. Now question number 4. Look. A person through that process, 1, get used to social behavior. 2, learns appropriate behavior. 3, grow up as a good citizen. Which one is correct? Option A, 1. Option B, 2. Then option C, 3. Option D, A and option D, 1 and 2. Which one is correct? Which one is correct? Who can tell? Yes, option D. Option D means 1 and 2. 1 and 2, that means get used to social behavior and learns the appropriate behavior. Thank you very much. Okay, my dear student, now creative question. We will solve creative question 1. You have in page 67, you have 2 creative question. In page 67, you have 2 creative question. Question number 1 we will do. But before that, starting the creative question, I am telling you some instruction, giving you. My dear student, in creative question, for writing creative question, standard, when you divide or calculate or distribute your time in your exam, 20 to 25 minutes, 24, 23, like this way you have to complete your writing. You have, when you will budget your time. This is very much important thing in time management. My dear student, if you write down one creative question for half an hour or 40 minutes, then you can't complete your writing. You can't complete 7 creative question. In JSC exam, you have to write 7 creative question. So time management is very important things. And in creative question, there will be a passage or a stamp and one knowledge based question, then one application based question, and C and D another 2 question will be given for 3 marks and 4 marks. Okay, in C or D, in that time you can't no need always. We don't, in Bangladesh and global studies, I am telling you, no need to maintain always the 3 para or 4 para. That means it will depend on the situation of the question. If the question is the C or D question number is required the answer this way, we will go like this way. That means, my dear student, our answer is depend on according to the question. We have to understand first the stem first. So let's read a stem. Shihab, a friend of Mijan and Russell, is a student of class 8. Shihab stood first in the chess competition in inter-house indoor competition consecutively twice. Russell was being influenced by Shihab to learn how to play chess, and this time he has stood second in the competition. Mijan, another friend of Shihab, is often late to school these days. He is irregular in doing his homework as well. His teacher came to know from his mother that Mijan chats with his friends through internet till late night. My dear student, you have to understood first the stem. In the stem, what did you learn? What did you get from the stem? In the stem, we learned Shihab, Mijan, and Russell, the 3 classmates as like of your age. Shihab stood first in a chess competition in inter-house indoor competition consecutively twice. Then, as Shihab stood first, one of his friend influenced by Shihab's activity. Then also Russell want to learn the game. Then he learned. After that, Russell also participated in the next year's competition and he stood second position. One of the other friend, Mijan, not interested in game. He is interested in playing game in internet or chatting, abusing his time. Is late in school, irregular in homework, classwork, and wake up till late night, is doing chat with his online friends. That is the stem. My dear, it's very important to understand the stem. After the stem, you will find out 4 questions. You will have 4 answers. You will have to answer 4 questions. Question number 1, knowledge based question for 1 marks. Question number 2, application based question for 2 marks. Question C for 3 marks and D for 4 marks. Total 10 marks. Okay, my dear, question number 1, what is mass media? You may answer the knowledge based question in 1 sentence. In a 1 sentence, it's better to answer. Okay, mass media, that means the way or the media people may share their news, views and entertain themselves. That is called mass media. This one is, you may write this way. Another way, if you write down television, radio, TV is called mass media. That's also mass media. So do you have any confusion or any question to answer in question number 1, knowledge based question, past question, what is called mass media? Yes, thank you. Happy to hear that you understood the matter. My dear student, next question number B. Question number B is explain what plays an important role in individual socialization. What plays an important role in individual socialization? In first term, in the beginning of the answer, you have to write down one sentence as a knowledge-based answer of application-based question. One line. What is local society? You may write down local society plays an important role in individual socialization. Then you have to explain it, how local society played the important role. Is it clear? I'm telling you again, for answering the application-based question, question number B, you have to do what? Firstly, you have to give the knowledge-based answer, one line or two line, one sentence or two sentence, but not more than two sentence in first para. Not more than in two sentence. Then second para, you have to explain it how it is. Okay? Thank you. Next, C number question. Explain what institution has worked for Russell's being second in chess competition. My dear, I am telling you again the question number C. What institution has worked for Russell's being second in the chess competition? Can you tell? Who can tell? Yes, it's a same ages companion. So, okay, for writing question number C, you have to give a knowledge-based answer in one or two sentence. By one or two sentence, you will write down. So, okay, you can write down like this way: the same ages companion worked. The institution as same ages companion worked for Russell's being second in the chess competition. My dear, in the question of inclusive question C, from C it is understood that what is the relation between the books and the stem. You have to show this in second para. What did you which similarities or what is the similarities, which institution, which point, which the clue you have given in the stem is related to the which point of the text. You have to identify it in second para. Is it clear? I am telling you again, my dear student, in C number question you have to identify the clue from the stem, what are similar with your text. What was the similar with your text? Okay, the next one, then in third para you will write down the conclusion with the combination of textbook and your stem. Is it clear in case of the C? Okay, thank you very much. After that, in question number D. Mohosin is a victim of abuse of technology. For answering this question, you may start with yes or no. But in first sentence, you cannot make a para with the yes or no. You have to explain why you are yes or why you are no. That means if you are agree with the statement, you will write down yes. For this reason you are agree. If you are disagree with the statement, then you will write down no, and you will write down the point of view why you are disagree. This is the first para, or this is the knowledge based portion of question number D. Answer of the question number D. So in second para, you have to write down the answer from textbook. That is which answer is asking you by the stem. Stem is required an answer, asking you an answer from your textbook. Which answer is asking by the stem, you have to understood that one and you have to write down according to your text. In third para of question number for the answer of question number D, you have to summarize the stem. Summarize the stem. Then in fourth para, you have to establish your logic. How it is, how Mijan is the victim of abuse of technology. It may be combination of the that means conclusion may be the combination of stem and your textbook. So my dear, hope all you understand the way of writing creative question. So if you have any question, you may ask from this lesson. Do you have any question? Okay, thank you very much, my dear student. Question number A and B already you learned, and C and D I told you how to write down. Now it's time for homework. Today our homework number is 5. Question number C. Explain what institution has worked for Russell's being second in the chess competition. It's for 3 marks. Question number D. Mijan is a victim of abuse of technology. Explain it. It's for 4 marks. My dear, after completing your writing, take a clear picture of your answer script, then send it to the respective subject teacher. Thank you very much. Thanks to all of you.